Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, if you were dog shit last season, you're gonna be dog shit this season. That's how it works. What's going on, y'all? Fortnite's 4th season of Chapter 5 began in August, and after a full month of playing it, I have to say, this season is amazing, with a side of bullshit. Of course, I'm also going to be biased since this is the 3rd season of the game I played since I started playing in April, but as someone who grew up with superheroes, anything that reminds me of LEGO Marvel superheroes is great in my eyes. Having come out of a very controversial season, watch my video on that if you haven't already, I'd argue this season is somehow just as, if not more chaotic than the cars. But yes, cars have been reverted back to normal, everyone that was eating shit from last season is going crazy right now. And I don't know how I feel about that because you can drive through entire walls in this game, but God forbid you hit a gate. But at least the pickaxe glitch still works. The new battle pass looks great and I love the new POIs, just stay away from the raft at the start of the game unless you want to farm the quick exit accolade. But I have some things I want to give my opinions on for the season that I will address throughout the video. Cosmetics, loot pools, mythics, medallions, and everything in between. Right off the bat, when I played my first few games at the start of the season, I was like... And it took me a while to find some weapons I liked. I don't like this season's weapon rotation as much as last season. RIP my goats. The Gatekeeper shotgun is a solid weapon, but I prefer combat over Gatekeeper because combat had a tighter spread, more ammo, and slightly more range. Gatekeeper is great, hammer pump is ass as usual, and the new Sovereign shotgun is mid! The SMGs at this season are very straightforward and super fun. I prefer the Hyper SMG, you'll never beat him, over the dualies because if I'm up against dualies, I'll just swap to a shotgun. Although the dualies were strong as fuck at the start of the season, they're pretty alright now, but they are pretty damn good at winning some 1v1s.
W's in chat.
You cannot let it end it here, Hyper, please. Let's go! Oh my god!
Pistols of this season are great. Epic won't ever vault this damn thing, but this weapon right here is God's gift to the world. It's not a sniper, but it's a fucking sniper. The Monarch pistol is insane and I plan to marry it after this video goes up. Yes, you are all invited, just don't wear a sweatskin to my wedding or you will be executed immediately.
Now baby, I'm the ripper. Your baby daddy's worst nightmare.
Got one?
Catch me by declare I was right there. Niggas copy everything we say.
Ooh!
My GPA, riding this swerve. Kush, I'm bro. Knows why my trunks go up like Eddie Roll.
Oh my god!
I'm rich bitch, but you can call me Chief the Ripper. Shell toes, yes. PRTS, they're the riding the my chest. Polo fresh. I'll be slam dunking, Tangerine shots with the grind. Told niggas keep it Carmelo, okay?
You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Hey, me and Cash is something old on 23s, hold back window.
Three?
My melody show. Skateboarders grind, I grind too. That's why you can catch me in DC shoes.
Fuck you!
Don't swing on niggas, they got bad behavior. My 415s woke up the neighbors. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
You already know. Fuck you, dude! Yo! Whoa, I got way off topic there, sorry. I just really like this gun. Anywho, back to the video. The ARs for this season are pretty great as well. The default hipfire reticle on them sucks balls, but the striker and striker burst are ridiculously good weapons and I feel like you should be carrying at least one of them all the way up to the end game. They become godlike once you add on your preferred mods if you're able to hit a vault, and there's solid arguments for both weapons. The striker is better at tracking, but the burst has higher DPS, but they're pretty damn great in their own way. Mobility in comparison to last season has been gutted greatly. The jetpacks, I'll get to that, and the claws are nothing in comparison to Nitro Fist and Nitro Splash. I have not been handling the effects of withdrawal from Nitro Splash very well, because if you remember, it was fairly common you would come across when opening chests or floor loot. My main issue of many with mobility this season is how much gatekeeping there is. You can only pick them up from Avengers chests or regular chests if you have good luck, but I don't have that. And once you do, you are instantly a bigger target. The claws are like the perfect fusion of ass and garbage. He's beating my ass! Using these in a fight will make you solve this game better than Epic ever did. Their only value is mobility, that you have to manually charge in order to get any use out of them. You can charge them by sprinting, and when they're fully charged, you can activate your kinetic burst and temporarily gain infinite stamina and higher damage on slash attacks. Only thing that matters here is infinite stamina. That second part is like adding sugar to water.
I'll fucking kill you, bitch!
Anywho, you only have infinite stamina when using the claws, so you can't use the buff and then swap to another weapon like you could with Nitro. It's strictly mobility. So ideally, the plan would be activate the burst, use the aerial strike to get a quick burst of damage, and fight, and if things get hot, you can propel yourself up or around a corner. So, if you don't have a jetpack or shockwave, this is your best bet for mobility. In its current state, it is in desperate need of a buff because it is doo-doo! Now to address the most busted item of the season, this shit right here will win you entire games. Imagine wave dashing from Smash Brothers in a shooter. You can see why that's insane. The verticality it gives you and the ability to reach and secure high ground faster than others is ridiculous. There is a hard counter to it, the EMPs, but be serious. No one is hitting a mid-air shot with an EMP, especially not against someone who is. There's a cool trick you can do with a jetpack that makes it look like you're cheating. It's called P-dashing. Yeah, I don't know what the P stands for either, but to do it, you need to get in the habit of jumping, boosting, canceling, and sliding. It sounds like a lot and takes a bit of practice, but it's fairly easy to do. If it helps, when I was learning it, I was just jumping and boosting, but once you get the combo down, it becomes muscle memory and you will be able to do it without even thinking about it. The amount of utility this thing gives you is just ridiculous, man, because you get to chase down kills for free, you secure high ground for free, you're an aerial target, so automatically, if all the weapons are projectiles, you're just so much harder to hit. You get the slag. Once you master P-dashing, you cannot be hit at all. Oh, and you just don't run out of fuel, like ever. I mean, you do, but then it comes back after like 5 seconds, so it doesn't even matter. Next topic. War Machine's gauntlets can be frustrating to fight, especially in the early game if you go against someone that picked up a starter pack, because you just get vaporized. War Machine also has a turret, but I don't really care for it. It only does 20 damage, which may actually help you want to fight, but I don't really find it to be a requirement, especially over other mythics or heals. But if you have a free slot, then sure. They also recently released Iron Man's mythics in the latest update, and I have to say, these fuckers just want us to suffer. I jest, but I'd be lying if I said flying around with the boots wasn't the coolest shit ever. It's cool as hell, and I do think it's funny how your character would just start tweaking if they get shot midair.
Oh, they had the whole Iron Man kit. Bro missed one of the
No way he hit that! There's no way in hell he hit that.
That was nuts.
The repulsors are okay. I don't like that they have a similar property to Cap's shield where they lock onto your target. I don't know, it feels kind of cheesy. They try to be slick with it by making it overheat and deal 30 damage per shot, but I see through that lie. Jetpack with this is terrifying, and I ain't saying it needs to be nerfed, but... Where you going, pal? They also dropped the Stark rifle, and I hate this gun. This shit is terrible. It feels like this damn thing is fighting me more than my opponent. I've also heard that in a previous Marvel season that it was hit scan. God, I wish it was. This gun has no redeeming qualities, man. Throw it away. Cap shield started off kinda crazy, but it's washed now, but I think it's still worth mentioning. It works like it does in the movies, blocking bullets and bouncing off walls, but it doesn't let you get away with shooting your opponent's legs or head, so I found that it's best to just spam the shield and instead of reloading, swap to another gun to capitalize off of the brief stun period. I'm going to briefly mess with the pacing of this video by saying this, but after dealing with most of these items for roughly a month or longer, my upload schedule is kind of ass right now. Call me lactose intolerant, but this is a deadly amount of cheese. This is my level right now, and the reason why is because I grind a lot throughout the day, and I play festival from time to time. I also play a lot of Lego. Seriously, if you want to level up fast, just play Lego. That's the secret. After how much Epic has tweaked the drop rates of the mythics, it's made this season a lot less fun, and it's not from a skill issue perspective, it's more so them designing a meta based around superhero mythics, but by decreasing spawn rates of specific mythics, you make it harder for those that are unlucky to get the drops that they need to compete. Remember last season it was like all cars, and everyone had a car, but like this season meta is jetpacks and superhero shit, but if you can't get a jetpack, specifically just a jetpack, you lose. And I'm like, huh? Not everyone needs jetpacks, although that would be kind of funny. But if you're gonna decrease the spawn rates, you gotta buff the counters for this shit. Otherwise, I'm gonna stop playing this game. Joking aside, I do believe that you could indirectly nerf the jetpacks by just buffing everything else. Like for example, you can make Captain America's shield block more damage from mythic only items like Doom's Gauntlets or War Machine shit. I think Cap Shield currently caps out at 250 damage before you're stunned, but make it block maybe 350 or 400 against Doom and War Machine since they deal so much damage. As for Shuri's claws, just turn them into Nitro 2.0. I don't even care what you do, just buff this shit. Please, it's so ass. And fuck it, if you're throwing EMP at someone who has a turret, make it shoot them for a bit. I'm kidding, but come on man, just do something. The medallions for this season are,
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
remember last season it was infinite nitro, passive shield, and infinite ammo, but this time it's wall hacks, invisibility, and siphon. One of those is an ability you get from Artemis. Mysterio's medallion sucks for numerous reasons, and siphon is decent at best. Probably the first season I played where I've never been in a rush to grab a medallion. Hell, half the time all 3 medallions aren't even in play. Especially not Mysterio. I found that shit in the trash one time. Anyway, I found that his is best in solo lobbies, but solos is boring. I don't play that shit. I also wish they would unvault the tri-beam laser rifle because although it wasn't too good, it was a solid weapon and would make dealing with jetpacks so much easier. I'm not really trying to make an argument of projectile versus hit scan, as that's a topic for another day, but it can just be annoying sometimes having to fight a jetpack without a solid counter to them. No, you don't count. I also can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet, but Dr. Doom is in this game. Oh wait, I know why I haven't mentioned him yet. He's only in 5% of my games, and when he's here and you don't have him, GG's. I have some clips, I'm probably already showing them on screen.
Oh! Oh, dude. Oh my god.
And it was great, but the fact that you just kinda automatically win if you get Doom on your team is kinda crazy. And I know some of you are going to say, well, Ninja is already saying this season sucks, which yeah, he might not be all that great anymore. Hell, most of the time when I see clips of him playing, he's mad. But I mostly watch Prospering as I feel like he's a better player overall and he's pretty good at builds as well. Anywho, I'm getting off topic. I mostly like this season as I can see reasons for both sides as to why someone would like or hate it. But I think it's crazy that unless you have a jetpack, Doom Gauntlets, or become Doom himself, you kinda have no chance of winning. And the fact that Epic thinks that's okay is just, no? They seriously need to buff the claws as they're the only other form of movement other than shockwaves if you want to get around the map or have some movement in a brawl out. Anywho, I'm out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Also put MF Doom's music in this game, you cowards. Rap snitches, telling all their business.